Welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Sarah Faraday. Today, I'm meeting with Joe Bryson, the condo expert of Real Estate Alliance in my hometown of Austin, Texas. Condo Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm so glad to be back.
It's good to have you. Now, Joe, you talk about Austin being an affordable opportunity for the American dream. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I mean, prices have been going up everywhere in the United States over the last almost 10 years since we've gotten out of the credit crunch. But Austin is still ranked as one of the most affordable and most preferred large cities in the United States. When I first got here in 1966, 50 years ago, population was about 250,000. And now the metropolitan area is a little over 2 million. Forbes magazine recently ranked us as the #1 fastest growing metropolitan area in the United States. And just to give you an indication, if we took the growth rate of Austin and compared it, and if it continued on like that into the future, and the growth rate of New York City, we would actually exceed the population of New York City before the end of this century. It's not going to happen, but that just shows you how fast Austin is growing right now.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, with that kind of demand, doesn't that make the city unaffordable?
Well, Economics 101 says, increasing demand causes increasing prices. But in Austin, still, your dollar stretches further here than just about any major metropolitan city in the United States. I mean, that includes transportation, food costs, health care, and yes, even real estate is still affordable in this town. The median income for a family is $63,000. That affords a house of about $200,000. While that's not really achievable in the center part of the city, we have several surrounding communities where a newer, nicer home of $200,000 or less, or even less, is affordable for a medium income family. The problem is the commute. Now, right now we're in a period of low energy prices, but in the future, energy prices are bound to rise. And that's going to be the problem, is that commute into Austin if you have to commute into Austin. But if you can live near your work, then that's what you need to do. And you can do that now. You need to do that sooner rather than later.
Since it is so expensive and to buy a home in Central Austin and commutes are so expensive, is there any sort of alternative that people have?
Well, I always remember that one line in the movie, The Graduate, when the old man came up to Dustin Hoffman at his graduation party. He says, "I've got just one word for you, son, and that's condos." And if you're into wanting to be in the center part of the city where the action is, where you don't really want to, have the upkeep and maintenance of a single-family home, condos is really the answer, especially for millennials, singles, and couples. You need to really listen to this. Austin's been through 2 condo booms. The first one was 1980 through about 1985. And in those days, the population of Austin was about 350, 400,000. So we were building condos all over the city at that point in time. And all those locations are now considered pretty close in. So if you're looking for something affordable and close in, then condos are definitely the answer. If you're looking for something a little newer and nicer, our second condo boom started in the year 2000, and we're still building condos at an incredible rate, even faster than the single-family houses. We've built so many high-rise condos downtown. There's condo projects that are going up all around the city. And one of the interesting phenomena I've seen are 2-unit condos on single-family lots. They're all more expensive, but for our higher income, upwardly mobile young people, probably in the tech industry, those homes are affordable. And also for older folks, for empty nester baby boomers, that have a lot of capital from selling their home in the burbs and want to come back to downtown and have the time of their lives, then condos are really where it's at. A lot of people think Austin is just for young people, but that's not really true. I mean, the last I counted, there was 29 live theaters in Austin. We have cultural activities. I mean, the Austin Symphony, the Lyric Opera, the 2 ballet companies. And there's University of Texas, which, being near the University of Texas, offers so many opportunities for so much entertainment. Of course, there's always the live music scene, and it's not just the rock and punk and hip hop scene that someone of older sensibilities probably wouldn't like, but there's a lot of blues, jazz, singer-songwriter types, and that is really enjoyable. But finally, there's the restaurants. And oh my, the restaurants in this town. This has gotten to be a real foodie haven. And it's been really wonderful. There's still affordable traditional restaurants that have a lot of barbecue, a lot of Mexican food, things like that. And don't forget, we have almost 2,000 food trucks in the city that turn out an incredible fare. It's just a great place to live. It's still achievable, and you have to live somewhere, but think of the benefits of owning your own real estate. I mean, it can change your life, and that's the power of real estate, especially in a growth city like Austin, Texas. And if you decide to make your move into the Austin community, then you need to call Condo Joe.
Absolutely. Miss that Texas barbecue. Well, Condo Joe, thank you so much for coming and speaking with us today on the show. Stay tuned for more of The American Dream.